Happy Friday. I hope you're keeping well. Yes, I missed last week. Last week yeah, it was a holiday here in Kenya. But great to be back. Hope you're well and getting ready for this Christmas season. If you celebrate Christmas, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, and happy holidays. So this week I've been thinking about what key relationship we have, and I am both. And this is the relationship of servant master or slave master. If you think about it, in North America, when we had the slave trade, the slaves were not paid. So they were given food, shelter, clothing. But there was a revolution and they started getting paid. And the name they use is still the one we use now, which is wages. And the reason why they were paid wages is the same amount or equivalent of what will keep them in slavery in terms of enough food, enough money for shelter, and enough money for clothing. The same thing we keep here. And that's the relationship most of us have of slave master, even in relation to money. You can either master money or the money, or you can be a slave to money. So that's the relationship that we have. So you can be controlled by money, and one of the ways to control money and to master money is very easy, which it's mundane, we know it, and it's budgeting, which is very key because you need to budget and track your money. I know this year, at the end of the year, most companies are looking at their books and also projecting next year how they will use their resources. And I've been doing that individually and looking at, first of all, last few years I've been tracking my money. And this year I said, let me do something different and take what I have tracked and look at how much do I use per month on average on every category, either rent, food, entertainment, and miscellaneous. And I have a number that I use averagely every month. Of course, a month is higher, school fees is there also. And then what I did is I use a percentage method whereby what percent is my rent, what percent is my food. So regardless of how much I earn, because my income is fluctuating, I need to keep the same percentage. If rent is X percent, it must be this percent. If food is this percent, it must be this percent. So if I have a lower income or a higher income, does not matter, then I know where to borrow money from so that to keep the percentage or to downsize. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I've been doing this week. It's tedious. After tracking, then having what are they called? PowerPoints in terms of each category, how much have I used, and what's the percentage for it. It's been very interesting and revealing. It also revealed my values. Where do I put money in? And I was surprised because over the years, I've just been tracking. Now, this time around, I've gone back and said, okay, how have I used, as what percentage is in each category? Because I'm treating the money as a business, a family as a business, because income is coming out and there's expenditure. So the same way we treat the business as business, also your family finances should be treated like a business. And you have a spouse, you sit down with them, you talk it over and project next year, let's increase the percentage of this, let's reduce the percentage of this category. So that's my encouragement. It's tedious, but it helps me plan my life and also put money where my values are, and not just to waste money on non-essentials. And non-essentials to me may be essential to you, and vice versa. but it also reveals my values and my spouse's values. And my commitment is I want to put money where my value is and remove money where my value is not. So that's one of the way to control or to change the dynamic relationship with money. Otherwise, you will be controlled by money. Money will come, especially now in this season, you will not know where money has gone. Comes, it has gone. Especially this week and actually next week, money will be spent a lot. So if you don't do a simple tracking, and nowadays there is apps where you can just download an app which is a tracker. So any expenses receipt you get, you take a photo of it, it records how you have used the money. So gone are the days where you pile receipts. Right now you just take a photo of the receipt, it records, you throw the receipt away, and you move on with life. You'll be surprised how you use money to reveal what you value. And now you can decide, do you want to change how you allocate money? Anyway, so that's my reflection for this week, how the various relationship we have, the same thing, tenant, landlord. Tenant is a sanitized word, but landlord is now the master, the owner of the estate, the owner of the house. And the tenant, the slave, the servant who is living in the owner's estate. Your employer, sadly enough, it is master, slave. And that's why they have a lot of power over you. The only way to escape that relationship is if you invest and you manage your own business, or you have some investment here and there. So reevaluate your relationships you have, especially the one for master-servant relationship, whether with money, whether with your work. And as we step into next year, you may want to change those relationships so that they're in reverse, especially the one for money, so that money should not master you. But one of the ways to master it is to track your expenditure and now to project forward. Send money where it needs to be. Otherwise, it will disappear like that. Anyway, we are closing the year. We started with a challenge of you sticking into one goal and following it, whether it's in your finances, fitness. Mine was fitness. I'm still doing my running in the morning and evening, mostly evening, not morning. Family and friends, are you keep in touch with them? Fulfillment in your professional life and in health. Not in health. So there is family, you're in faith, in your faith with God. If that was your goal. So I don't know how your goal is. You can send me a chat. I reply to this email. You can put it on the YouTube. Otherwise, if we don't meet again, have a Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Bye bye. Take care. God bless.